tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pixel warrior swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, is that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Go with trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pixel warrior swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, who's that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Go with trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pitches and codes, we know the game. Skilling so hard, they remember our name. Respawn, reload, we don't back down. Funky kings and queens, we wear the crown. Oh yeah! Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Go with trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ride. Heard a Foxy in the house. Oh snap. Oh yeah. Carrie's got the joystick.
Oh. Are we live? I'm not getting anything right now. The hell is happening here? Okay. There we go. Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday night. Do you know where your moms are at? We do. Welcome to another episode of Gamin Ain't Easy. Hopefully y'all are feeling good tonight. I will say, I already got my private chat popping off here. Oh, we are live. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it now. I'm pulling the curtain back. It for whatever reason, everything was just really just like running slow on my end, so I couldn't even tell. But whatever. First thing at the top of the episode, the past few weeks, we know that I've had to duck out at the start of hour 2 to go pick up the wife from work. I do not have to do that tonight, so I will be here the whole time. Unfortunately, you guys will end up missing out on Wicked's and Perry's rants while I'm gone. But hey, you stuck with me all night, and I guess there's worse things, right? What is up, chat? Already popping off. We got Frank in the house. We got Dizzy Delta. We got Talos Ray. We've got Venom Dave. My chat disappeared and I can't. There we go. There it is. Chrissy Bakley. Everybody just starting to roll in now. I think I said Frank once, but I'll say it again because it's so nice. I'll say it twice. What's up, Frank? What's up, everybody? Beautiful, beautiful people in the chat. How you feeling? Let's get the guys on the stage here and let's get this show on the road. First up, PS5 and 2040.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you heard it?
Well,
confirming the rumors now.
Stuff. Let's put fake numbers out there. Come on, everybody. Yeah.
I am gonna say 2035. We'll go a little sooner. So how you feeling, Perry? How you feeling tonight?
I'm great. How you guys doing? Got some good news today, so I'm good. I'll be around for at least another year.
Yeah,
so
and that was excellent news, by the way. That's awesome. So very cool. Glad to hear it. Yeah, awesome. Everybody, glad you're ready to roll. And let's get the beast from the East in here. You're wicked hot. How the hell are you feeling tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling great, baby. Just like my Patriots going into the Super Bowl. Oh, let's Hell yeah. What's going on, boys? What's going on, chat? I guess my mom's hanging out with Proto tonight, but here's the twist to it all. Your dad's hanging out with me tonight, guys, and I'll let you know when to pick him up.
Okay. I could make a really dark joke about that, but I won't.
Oh, man, dude.
Oh, man. So,
you getting ready to steal the Super Bowl?
Oh, we're stealing the Super Bowl. We're doing it all,
a couple times before. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're coming.
With the deflated footballs and all. Or was that just Tom Brady?
Oh, that was all a myth. That was a myth, my friend.
A myth. So, fellas, before we dig into the topic of the night, what have y'all been playing this week so far? Perry, what have you been gaming on this week?
Still Resident Evil 2 on the hacked Wii U.
Sick.
Nothing wrong with that.
I do enjoy that one. And I got a question, Perry. What is the difference with the Pro Remote on the Wii U versus like the Pro Remote on the Switch? Is there like much of a difference?
There's a big difference. I got it right here.
Show me, because you said it wasn't that bad, I think, on the stream, but I don't know what it looks like.
For Resident Evil 2, it's not that bad, but for pretty much every other game on the Wii.
What the fuck is that?
That's greatness. I actually really like the Wii
What
Pro,
in
Wii Pro
the
controller.
actual flipping flip is that, dude? Look at him.
The only issue,
it looks like that thing is staring at me like it's the sloth from Ice Age. Like, look at its eyes, bro. They're just so far apart.
Well, listen, this controller is really good. It feels comfortable in the hands. The only issue that there is, the buttons are a little bit placed a little too close to this stick over here.
That I will agree with.
That's where your finger
So do you hit X a lot?
Way. But besides that, I mean, this thing is very comfortable.
Yeah.
They did not use micro USB. They used mini USB, which is better. It's craftsmanship. It still works. I mean, when did this come out? 2012?
Yeah.
14 years later, and this thing is beautiful. It looks nice. No scratches on this thing. I mean, I take care of my stuff, but
right.
It's still, very nice. I can see the gloss on it, bro. I can see the shine.
It is a gorgeous controller, and I love the gloss finish. But the one thing is because it's just so hard to keep up with, to keep them clean, because it smudges like real easy on the top. And that was the same thing with the gamepad too. But yeah, I will never knock that controller because it is super comfortable. Yeah, it looks like the sloth from Ice Age looking at you, but believe me, once you get it in your hands, it's natural. The placement's natural. Feels good. Just like, and they all had to do something different. You had the Xbox offset, you had PlayStation on the bottom, and then Nintendo on the top. Yeah. But yeah, not bad at all. The only gripe I had with it was the battery life.
Yeah.
So it didn't last as long as I'd like it to.
Luckily, you can buy, and I have one over here, right here. This is for the actual gamepad, though. This is the Pickle Power battery for the
that sounds
gamepad.
Like it's not for video games.
Pickle Power.
I think if you go to Target these days, you can see all those.
Yeah.
So this is Pickle Power. This is 660 mAh.
Oh, no shit.
So there you go. So that's for the gamepad itself. But you can buy big batteries for this too. So I mean,
and just swap them out. Yep. So and it's not a difficult change. So that's pretty good too.
Oh no, you just pop this right in. Boom, you're done.
Chrissy,
I ordered it by accident because I already had it in my Wii U gamepad. I didn't realize it, so I'm gonna put this in the other ones I have downstairs.
You know, Farouk's saying right now.
Damn.
As soon as I seen that controller, damn. Awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Well, what about you, Wicked? What you been gaming on this week?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to say I've been playing Division 1 and Division 2. Shout out to Talos for barely making it by that mission with our foreskins, and we beat that mission, and we just made it in time for the show, baby. Just made it.
There you go.
Other than that, started my journey in Baldur's Gate. I am a sorcerer And I am
Oh,
one step
so
closer to
right.
having sex with that bear. Mark my words, I will have sex with the bear.
You must be some kind of sorcerer.
Earth, wind, fire, and fat.
Nice. Well, that's good. That's good. And then,
Sounds
of
like
course,
Captain Planet.
what's that?
Sounds like Captain Planet over there.
By our powers
You've seen that.
combined.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
man.
think this is one with like Don Cheeto. He does like a Captain.
Oh, yeah, the Don
Planet
Cheadle
one.
bit.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Gotta check out that one, guys.
Oh, for sure. You gotta
Acknowledge
get
your
that.
cougar man. Cougar
I was gonna say
man.
fingers up for Milkman. We acknowledge you. Chat popping off like crazy. Everybody's rolling in. I saw Pink Pickles in here. We got Karai in here. We got RWK in here. Everybody is making it in, and it is just so awesome to see.
We love it.
And of course, I'm always going to tell everybody if I miss your name as I'm shouting out the chat, go ahead and just yell at me later. You never do, so I'm going to keep forgetting about it. And being that I'm creeping up on 50 years old here soon, about 4 years away from it, you know, I probably should be getting yelled at for forgetting shit, but you guys ain't holding me to it. But
No, we're not.
I
holding you
digress.
to fire.
I digress.
Look at that thing. That looks hot. You have a purple one?
That is
I
fucking
will be ordering one
gorgeous.
at some point.
Yes, the purple
Don't
one's dope.
describe
I know you
because
orange one.
it is a digital only Pico boot GameCube.
Oh,
What do you
no.
keep in there? You put snacks in there?
No, not yet.
I definitely would keep like a little
You
granola.
could
bar
make
in
it
there
a
just in
tissue holder
emergency.
if you put a tissue in here and you just pull them out.
Yeah, just pull
You know,
them
that's
out.
not a bad idea. That's kind of cool, dude.
That is, I that case is just gorgeous, though.
Yeah, I like it.
Red.
It's like
I
that
took the
glacier
top
color.
off.
You
I
know what I'm
gotta put it
saying?
back on. It's warm
Ooh,
red.
it's red. I thought it was orange.
It is orange, but they call it
Oh,
warm
okay.
red. I don't know.
Warm red,
Just
yeah.
call it
Oh,
orange.
okay. That's pretty dope.
It is
The rest of it over here. I got to put it back together later.
That's pretty
nice. And then I will go ahead and what I've been gaming on this week. Of course, you know, Wicked brought it up prior to going on the air, but same stuff I've been playing. Code Veronica, and then bouncing back and forth between that and the Switch with my son. Been playing the shit out of Super Mario All-Stars and started up in Super Mario Maker 2 with him, and just realizing how frustrating fan-created levels are. It's just, oh my God, like you had said prior to us going live, it's like, you know, before you submit it, you need to be able to complete it. But I bet like half of these damn maniacs are able to do it in like a second. And it's like, you know, like just my son's laughing at me the whole time as I'm like, how, what, why would you do this? But yeah, that's that. So we will roll in to the topic of the night. We don't have a whole lot of topics tonight because we're going to do something a bit different. And I want us to be able to do this often. And we've kind of been kicking around with the idea a bit here and there. We've said it on air a couple of times, but we're going to go back and just start highlighting consoles, going back into older generations and just talking about our experiences with them, our top 5 games of those consoles, how we acquired said consoles when they come out. Were you there day one, this, that, and the other thing? And we are going to start tonight on the PlayStation 1, the OG PlayStation, come out here in the States. It was 1995, if I believe it was, that's correct. I believe it was out in Japan first and towards the end of 94, if I recall correctly. Then again, I'm also getting old, so I probably have this all screwed up. But I want us to do that because it's always fun topics and looking back and stuff like that. And of course, you know, gaming, you know, especially with the PS1, with that kicked off, it kind of wouldn't be where we're at today without that whole era. But before we get rolling into discussing it, I'm going to put it out there in the chat now. Before hour 2, we're going to take a quick poll for the chat because we want you guys to decide the next one we're gonna talk about. The rules are this. So we're gonna have consoles and handhelds are wide open, but it has to be PS3, 360 era and back. We're not going to go PS4, Xbox One generation, or current gen stuff. We want to kind of focus more on kind of, I guess what you would say, quote unquote, classic stuff. So before hour 2, we're going to have that poll. So get you guys' thoughts in there or what you want us to talk about next, what you want to highlight. So anyway, I guess I'll start this whole little round table discussion about, looking back on the PlayStation 1 with how do we go about if we got them? How do we go about acquiring them? When did you get them? How did you get them? Did you end up getting multiples, this, that, or the other thing? Perry, lead us off with this one. How did you first get a hold of a PlayStation 1?
My buddy Mario got one, and we were really close. He lived down the street from me and everything. So he got it, and I had Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is CD based. It's great. He had Tekken. He had the Purple Pix demo disc, which I now have.
Okay.
What else did he have? He had Tekken started with like Galaga in the beginning, like when you did that. I think that's all he had at first. I think he just had Tekken and that. And we rented games from Blockbuster, and he had it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I got to get this thing. So I had a yard sale or whatever. Ended up, by the time I was able to get one, it was on sale at KB Toys for $169.99.
Oh, no kidding.
And I got it. And the only game I could afford at the time was Ridge Racer, which was on clearance for, I think, $33. So I had Ridge Racer. And the disc that I had, the demo disc, was the Blue Underground disc.
Okay, yeah, and I believe I still have that, actually.
I might be able to find a picture of that.
Yeah, hang on. I think I even have it in the drawer in front of me here at my little desk.
There's been so many discs.
Oh yeah,
you know what it was? I think it was the Interactive Sampler.
Okay,
Volume 1.
I'm looking because I'll jump on camera real quick. I posted a picture of these to Twitter a long while ago, but I don't have the Underground one, unfortunately.
This is it. I got a picture of it, so I'll just send you an image. You can put this one on screen. And it started a chain reaction because I kept hunting down demo discs.
Yeah.
And I have a stack of them downstairs still from me collecting them back in the day.
Yeah.
That's my first demo disc. And it had Mortal Kombat 3 on it.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah. So, yep, I remember that one. And the "You Are Not," but they spelled it out here. It wasn't like the early commercials for the PlayStation where it was the "You Are Not Ready." That's not how I did the title of this episode. But here, let me pop on camera real quick, and I'll just show off. This one actually came with the PS1 edition, the PlayStation 1, the Driver 2 demo, and this is still sealed.
Oh, mama.
Game Pro 2003.
Nice.
And then this one was PSM. Those are the ones I found. I probably have some more floating around somewhere.
Dude.
But I had come across them, and like I said, I posted them to Twitter a while ago, and I had come across them just to like repacking boxes and shit. I'm like, oh my god, these are old. But anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
we would take the system back to like KB and return it just to get the latest demo disc.
Yeah,
like that's how crazy it was back in
the evil. Yo, fuck the corporation.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue. You were still going, so I don't mean to.
Oh no, they were. No, like we just want to play the next demo disc, and they didn't sell them, so we were like, all right, I'll just see if they take it back. So we returned it. Oh yeah, it doesn't work. And they didn't require a receipt back in the day for a lot of this stuff.
Right.
As long as you wanted the same machine, they would just even exchange it, and then
it would be
pull out a new demo disc, and I would have a new machine as well. But
no way. Oh my god, that's sick.
I went to KB because going back to the Purple Pix disc that my buddy had. I went to KB Toys and they had it on display with the disc in the glass case. This is in White Plains, New York, in the pavilion. Okay, so people know I'm not lying.
Yeah.
They had the purple picks in there because it was original model. So I had an extra demo disc of I think like 3.5 or whatever. So I
Okay.
went back there and I talked to the manager. I was like, "Hey, can I just swap that disc? I'll give you this disc for that one." And the guy was like, "Yeah, sure." So I got the purple picks from Toys R Us. Did I say KB
there you
before?
go.
I meant Toys R Us.
Oh, it's Toys R Us. Okay.
I went
I
to
had a
Toys
KB
R Us
Toy Works
in the
down the street.
Pavilion Mall in White Plains.
All right.
So
Dope.
All right. Well, what about you, Wicked? Did you have one? Because I know you're a bit younger than Perry and I, but did you have a PlayStation 1?
So I did have a PlayStation 1, but it was way later in my life than when it originally came out. I really experienced the PS1 through the PS2.
Okay.
And because my dad went to like, swap meets and flea markets and like little shops like Perry's around the towns. I was picking up PS1 games because they were cheaper. And I started to really realize the variety within PS1. And I think that's what kind of drew me to it. Granted, there's a lot of great games in PS2, but I don't know. That's where my love for PS1 initially started was playing a lot of PS1 games through the PS2. And then later on in my teens, I later acquired a PS1 for like on the cheap. And then I just ended up buying the games and just playing them like that. Cause I mean, you could play them through the PS2, but I don't know, just something about popping in the PS1, baby.
Oh, for sure. And because I don't have my OG PlayStation. I got a couple of stories for it, and one's actually kind of a bit how do I say, not illicit, but I acquired it through shady means. We'll just say that, and I'll get into that in a bit. But I have the smaller PS1, and it still works like a dream. Yeah. And up until they actually released the remasters of Soul Reaver on PS5, that's how the purple picks. I remember that one too. Let me see. I would break out my PS1 just to play through Soul Reaver like every 6-8 months because it still fires up perfectly, and the games play awesome on there. And like you said, there's nothing like playing the older games on the original hardware. So I'm like that for all of them. Yeah. So, but anyway, so I'll go into mine. The first one isn't a bit of it isn't shady because my brother and I were I want to say it was 98, and my brother and I was right before I had graduated high school. His birthday is in January, so it was kind of done as like a family gift, even though it was given to him on his birthday. My old man, one of the few things my old man did that was cool, saw a commercial for Resident Evil 2. And he's like, "Oh, that looks cool." And then the next thing we know, my brother's birthday rolls around and we've got a PlayStation with RE2 in the house. And so that was that. Nothing real crazy or anything like that. It was just gifted. But then I graduated high school, and then we had moved from Florida to Wisconsin. And then, of course, I moved out, got my own place when I was 18. And I want to say probably, God, I want to say it was probably like early 99. I remember it being winter. And here's the shady story. I was working at a video store, and the chain isn't in business anymore. So I have no fear of telling this story.
Nice. Look what you did. You set a chain reaction. That plummeted this company. And never fully recover.
Yeah, it's and for anyone who remembers the chain, they ended up becoming movies, and now they aren't even around anymore. But it was a video update. Yep, video update. It was I worked at the one in Two Rivers, Wisconsin, which is south of Green Bay, and I did a lot of closing shifts, and for the longest time they would actually rent out consoles like any other video game store would, and they stopped doing it, and they had all of the rental consoles sitting and collecting dust. So one night I'm closing. And again, this is going to get a bit long-winded, but this is important to it too because I smoked at the time. So I'm with the person I was closing with. I say I'm going to go grab a cigarette real quick. I had talked to my buddies. I'm like, they got a bunch of rental consoles that are just sitting here. I'm going to take one. And so the way the storefront was, the front of it was level with the parking lot, but then the back of it was almost like on a hill, and there was a dumpster under it. And I said, guys, I'm gonna put this rental, this PlayStation 1, this renter, I'm gonna put it by the dumpster. You guys go pick it up. I'll light my cigarette up. You see me light the smoke, flash your headlights, and grab it. And sure enough, I lit up the cigarette. I see the headlights flash at me. It was almost like we were pulling like the heist of the century kind of shit. I can't you
like
not.
Ocean's 14 featuring
Frodo.
It
was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, and so finished my shift. I had the cigarette, finished my shift, blah blah blah. Go home, and there's my case right there in my apartment. A couple of buddies of mine are, because they had keys to my place, so we ended up hanging out and drinking and whatever. But yeah, it's just ridiculous ass shit. But that was like my first actual PlayStation that was in my possession. And then, of course, it was one of the older units. So we about 6 months in, and I deserved it. That was karma. I had ended up having to play my games upside down because it wouldn't read right. And everybody remembers how that works.
Right.
So yeah. And then eventually it did take a crap around the time the smaller PS1 came out, and I ended up just buying the PS1 just to replace it. But yeah, that was my little shady story. And like I said, the place
technically you took some garbage home. That was all.
Pretty much.
You know what?
Anyway,
no harm, no foul. When a wipe clean.
And funny postscript to that, because when they finally shut that place down and it got bought out or whatever, and they were cleaning it out, like not one mention of the missing unit. Like everybody's saying, oh, we only had one.
They probably forgot.
Oh, I'm thinking so. But yeah, as ridiculous as it sounds, it was so funny. But that's how I got my first one.
They when they closed, I had rented a bunch of WWF like Royal Rumble tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I rented them and it said bring them back in 7 days. I was like, all right. Dude, 3 days later, my buddies and I are walking down. We see them loading the truck. And I'm like, I guess they're going out of business. I still have those Royal Rumble tapes.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I still have, because I still have a bunch of VHS tapes from that particular store. A lot of it was the same way. Like I had left there well before they had closed. I ended up getting another job elsewhere. But right. Yeah, I remember similar situation, renting stuff, and all of a sudden it's just like the doors are closed. I'm like, when are they going to open? I got to turn my stuff in. I don't want to pay late fees, and they just never reopened.
Oh man.
So yeah, I still got a bunch of old VHS tapes that still have the video update labels on them and the whole be kind, rewind kind of shit. Oh, so man. Yeah. But yeah, that was my sordid tale of acquiring my first PS1.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
Yeah. The shit I didn't get caught for, I'm probably paying for it now, but
we're all gonna look at you differently now. He's like,
everybody
walks in the room. Hey yo, I'm the bad guy.
I was just gonna say it. Get out of my head, man.
Oh, man.
So, all right. So we've mentioned how we got them, and like Perry, you yourself said you had played it at a friend's. Once you had the console in hand, and once you were experiencing the games and stuff, I mean, what was your overall thought of everything that you were experiencing with this? Because we got to remember, around that time, CD-based gaming was Sega CD, and then like 3DO, and then Saturn and PlayStation hit, and that was like a different level of stuff. But we're kind of give a rundown of some of your thoughts on that experience.
Originally, I wanted to get the Saturn, but it was more money. Like literally, right. I would look at the Toys R Us ad and I would see Saturn for $399. And I would see PlayStation for $299. And I was just like, I really want the Saturn because I love Sega, but I really want that PlayStation because I played it at Mario's and it's awesome. And it seems like it's the next iteration of like Super Nintendo, as far as being a competitor to Sega.
Right.
But I looked at the graphics and I'm like, why do the graphics on the 3D games look dark and crappier on the Saturn compared to the PlayStation? They look a little bit better, smoother and brighter. And I was like, I'm just gonna go with PlayStation. So that's when I decided, okay, that was gonna be my focus. And I ended up getting a Saturn. Somebody on AOL that I was talking to, I was joking around, at least I thought so. I was like, oh yeah, send me your Saturn, whatever. And the guy sent me a Saturn.
Oh, no kidding.
Sent it to my buddy's house because I was like, no one's sending shit to my house. Sent it to his house, and I was just like, whatever. This guy's not going to send anything. The guy sent the Saturn with a shit ton of games.
Wow.
The 3D arcade stick thing. I still have that downstairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, am I supposed to send this guy something? So I don't send the guy anything.
Like, well,
I was just a kid. Like, I didn't know about going to the post office and mailing stuff and doing all that. I didn't know anything about that.
Right.
So I felt bad, and the guy was like, did you get it? I was like, no, I didn't get it. I don't know what to say. I still have that right now. I still have that Saturn today. It's in the closet right there. I put the blue shell on it and everything.
Somewhere on the internet, there is that random ass AOL guy tuning into the show and saying, damn you, Perry.
I'll give him the money back for it. I'm good.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, you mentioned it was just the way, maybe like
going back to the original question, though, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
PlayStation, it was CD quality audio. It was actual music. It was beautiful. Yeah. And the graphics, the only thing that sucked was the load times.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing, the black discs, no one talks about that. You would flip it over and it was black, and you're like, wow, that's different. That's cool.
Love it.
And it's just, you put the top on there, you hit the button. It was a different experience. It felt like we were experiencing the future. Whereas Sega CD, I didn't have that. A lot of my friends didn't have that because it was an add-on and it was a lot of money and there were barely any games for those things.
Right.
So,
okay.
PlayStation was the way to go. It was the next iteration of gaming for a lot of people before the N64 came out, and I got that, and that blew the socks off everything as well. I mean,
baby,
this was the future back in the mid-90s.
It was. It really was. And I'll get into mine in a bit. Wicked, what about you? Because, you said you experienced it more through PlayStation 2 and then later. But in your experiences with it, what were some of the things that were running through your head?
Just as far as what?
The gaming experience in general, checking out the PlayStation stuff.
Let me see here. When I did get my hands on it, I have actually only experienced like physically playing and touching. It's just what is it? The PSX? Is it the square one?
Yeah, the square one, the old school one.
I've only ever had the square one. I never had the smaller version, which I believe is just the PS1.
Yeah, the PS1. Yeah.
Okay, so I've only had the big one, but first of all, I don't know about any of y'all. Maybe it's just the particular time I've been born, but something about that 90s gray just hits different, baby. And I just love the look of it. I mean, even when the themes came up on PS5, I just did a PS1 because I just love the look of the PS1. It's simple.
Yeah.
And like you said, I've already experienced it, but I just like the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
This tray, you got the reset button, you got this. It's all face forward. It's very easy. It's simple. It's compact. You can just pop it anywhere. It's just a good system overall. And again, I totally forgot because it's just second nature. The black back of the discs is so effing dope. You didn't see that anywhere else because the only time other than that, it was like PS1. Then we went right to, I experienced the N64 when that came out. That's what my parents got me when I was young. So I did that. So when I got my PS2 and I saw my PS2 disc and then I got a PS1 disc to pop in my PS2, I'm like, what is that? I'm like, what is this color? I'm like, bro, I've never seen this before. So no, it's just a different experience. And like I said, just the games in general, there's just so much variety, dude. There are so many different games that just hit. And they're they're just so spread out. You got 10 games and they're all different, but they all slap. It's just I don't know, simplicity of a game, fun. I don't really know. I don't really know even how much
Compared
more to go
now,
on.
man, we were so spoiled back then with these games.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's almost like
that-
you just
Now
keep
get
going.
like 5
you keep
big
pushing
games
it.
a year that come out, and like 2 out of the
Yeah.
freaking 5 are good, or if even like 1 of the 5 out are good. You know what I mean? Like it sucks. And one more thing about
Yeah.
PS1,
Yeah.
a lot of us use it as a CD player. We would buy music CDs, put it in there.
Yeah.
The dashboard, you were able to play music CDs on your TV. They had all the different like sound effects that you could use to play the music out of. It was fantastic, man.
It really was.
Great.
And that's going to
think-
go into my experience with it too when we get there. But yeah, it's another thing.
I think also just within that whole system as a whole, in all the games that came out, like the creative genius for the widespread in genre of games is just something you look back at, and I don't know if it'll ever be replicated, because you got so many games. Like, I don't want to rattle them all off, but like you got driving games,
Right.
you got platforming games, you got kids games, you got adult games, you got gun games, you got like there is just a wide variety, and it's almost like every genre has one of those that's like in the top 20. So it's like holy crap, when you really sit back and you look at it, you're like, you're right, Perry. We were spoiled, and we just didn't even know it.
Oh,
Because
yeah, for
slowly
sure.
but surely that creative genius shrunk. We had like
the devs wanted to make fun games back then. Like they wanted to make
Yes.
these games. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
they don't want to do
Arcade.
anything. All they do, oh, you don't like our crappy elf game? Well, F you. And then the game fades into obscurity. And then we get mad and we're upset. And the developer
Right.
hates everybody. Like back then, they wanted to make games fun. They wanted to earn our money. Okay.
also
Like
we had
they
the
wanted to prove
arcade aspect
themselves
too still.
You know?
Yeah. They still had arcade games coming out. Like you had like the different kind of like, what was it? The Namco bundles, or you had like you still had arcade versions of sports, which I think is essential. It is a must-have in this society that we lack. Like to have an arcade baseball game that you don't take so seriously, an arcade football game like a real Blitz, or shout out to
NBA
Mini
Jam
8 Ball,
TV,
because
baby.
my buddy Mini 8 Ball in the chat, and my buddy Dennehy 101. I think it's 88 in the chat.
Brian Dennehy, you know
I
that
used to
guy?
go over the house.
Brian Denny.
Yeah, actually, that is his name.
Catch
That
a
is
killer.
his name.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Not Brian
Brian
Dennehy, Brian
Dennehy.
Boitano. But no, dude, we used to play the balls off of fucking NFL Extreme with Mike Allstott on the cover. He had all the PS1 games, bro. All of them. Like all the sports games we used to play. We used to go in there. Then he'd get mad. Then he'd kick us out. He'd like, get the fuck out of my room. But can we take the PS1 with us?
Well, we
And
got
that's- and
arcade versions of Mortal Kombat 3 and WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game.
Oh, yeah. SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
They have SmackDown too. They have SmackDown on there as well.
Yeah.
There's
Later
so
on
many
in the
good ones.
Yeah, oh, just so many. Like you said, yeah, for sure. But and you're absolutely right when it comes to like you guys saying that the devs wanted to make games that people wanted to spend their money on, and it's just a proof positive. Just that era in gaming, and it's and it was with all the consoles across the board, regardless of how well they did. But it's a statement. And as far as I'm concerned, with that whole experience, because again, I had because my background, I guess I would say, is a little different from you guys, as far as because I would always get a lot of my consoles. Like I think the only console I got brand new as a kid was a Sega Genesis. Everything, or I take that back, the NES too when it came out, but everything else was like secondhand. So I actually had the Tower of Power Sega unit, the 32X and the Sega
my
CD.
God.
I got that stuff dirt cheap, and it was like I thought the Sega CD was cool for what it was doing.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, this could be a thing, but I think cartridges are better. Jumping into the PlayStation, and you did mention longer load times, but it was still compared to what we were experiencing on CD-based consoles, because I had a couple of buddies of mine too, here and there, that actually had like 3DOs and shit. And with those load times, it was like it was a whole lot faster. It was like night and day. And then Perry, you had mentioned also the whole music application. I actually had my OG PlayStation hooked in through my stereo.
Yeah,
because instead of using a regular, because I did, many moons ago, I had a stereo system with a CD player, this, that, and the other thing. But coming out of that old PS1, it sounded better.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, well, and then of course now you'll hear people doing retrospectives on it and talking about how audiophiles really loved the original PlayStation because that was like a top tier CD player.
There are DJs currently that use PlayStation 1s and Sega Saturns because the audio chips in those are top notch. They actually use them to DJ and play the music and all that stuff.
Yep.
Crazy.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was when you
I would
bought
die.
equipment. Like the PlayStation was quality, the Saturn was quality. It was also high-end equipment back then.
It
That's what
was.
we used to call it.
Yep, and you're right, equipment. But yeah, so it was like it was just more like just a bit. It was instead of being just a game console at that point, coming out of like the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, which that's what it was. It was a dedicated like video game console. These newer ones, like the Saturn included, they had more home entertainment applications. So it was like it only made sense to be a higher end like CD player, for audio and whatnot. And then just like you guys saying, I'm going to parrot it, man. The gaming experience itself, Wicked bringing up like arcades were still a thing then, and getting almost near perfect arcade ports and stuff like you said, Perry MK3. We're NFL Blitz. We were getting.
I'm looking at you, Graveyard Stage and MK3, because it wasn't on the Super Nintendo version.
No, it wasn't.
And the bios, the character bios, and the endings weren't on the Super Nintendo MK3. But on PS1, they were.
They sure were. They absolutely were. I remember being so mad.
Dear God,
because I got MK3 for Sega Genesis on when it launched, and it didn't have the cemetery. And I was like, son of a bitch. And then playing a buddy of
the best
buddy
level
of mine
in the whole game, and they cut it out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you were getting like, and even like later arcade ports when they were starting to bump up their boards to handle 3D graphics, stuff like Gauntlet Legends and Rampage World Tour and Universal Tour and shit like that. You were just getting really, really good arcade ports. You had really good original titles. I mean, some of the biggest franchises we still talk about today, obviously Resident Evil, that's getting a new game coming up here at the end of the month. I mean, Tomb Raider is a favorite of everybody's, it's like, it's where a lot of this stuff originated from. And it's like, it's not only the devs maybe forgot about how to craft fun experiences that people want to play, but I also feel like maybe too a lot of gamers these days also forget about that because they're so worried about chasing stuff like high fidelity and peak graphic performance and this and that, and it's just like, when did we forget that we were playing fucking video games, man? And it's just like, that's why a lot of some of the newer stuff, and you'll hear people talking trash about some of these some of the newer games now, it's because they don't have the staying power of like a Tekken or a Tekken 2 or a Tomb Raider or early RE and shit like that, and and the chat's blowing up, by the way. It just kind of as we're all going on, and they're just rifling off games, and all of them are all very, very fucking valid, man.
Boys, I gotta know because for me it's a different experience. In terms of the PlayStation 1 controller, I was brought in with the PS2 controller with already having those joysticks right there. So when I went to the PS1, I brought those joysticks with me, baby. I looked at the one with no joysticks and I go, what the fuck is that? I go, what the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is.
That's what got you to those joysticks.
Yeah, I took that and I was like, yeet! Threw that out.
Well, Barry, you go ahead and answer first, man. I got my own thoughts on it, but you go ahead first.
I got it before those things came out, man. So I had the original pad, and I still have them downstairs. What? And I have the original analog, which was about 3 times the size of the regular controller.
Yep.
Ooh.
And it had the I don't know if it was convex or concave sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And they had no rumble. I don't think it had rumble in it. It was before the DualShock. It was just a dual analog controller. It was made for Gran Turismo, so that you could set the gears with the analog sticks and stuff like that. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was some function because it was on a PlayStation Underground disc, and it was some function that you can use that stick for. And I was like, I'm gonna get that. So I got that for Christmas. I still have it. It's gigantic. And then that shrunk down into the DualShock controller.
Right.
Okay.
Which was fantastic. It was a great evolution of the controllers. But the original controller was based off the Super Nintendo controller.
It was.
They just added handles and they added another set of bumpers on the back.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I didn't care. It doesn't matter today when I play PS1. Doesn't matter what controller you give me. Like, I'm good. But I respect the original controller because it did what it was supposed to do. It got people playing.
Yeah.
And it was comfortable.
It was. It's because I think it was actually Dennis in here asking about the OG versus the original DualShock. I actually still prefer the old analog less, I guess you would say, controller as opposed to the ones with the analog sticks. Like even when I'm playing older games on the PlayStation 5 now, you know, stuff like Soul Reaver and then like Resident Evil and shit. If it's those games, I'm running on a D-pad because that's just I don't know if it just feels so foreign to me and I just never it adapted to it back then and that's just muscle memory. So it's like, you know, I start moving around with a D-pad and like RE2 and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I feel like I'm brushing my teeth left-handed. You know?
So that means you use the D-pad in like the old REs, even though you have the analog.
Yep, still do.
Wow.
All the old tank control REs, I use D-pads because it's muscle memory for me.
That seems hard. I don't know about that. Seems hard to me, dude.
It's still to this day, man. And it's and I still have because I have an actual Sony first party controller. And then I think it's a Mad Catz, if I remember right. I have a third party Mad Catz PS1 controller. And again, they don't have the sticks. So they're like as old school as it goes. Yeah. So
I got some crap downstairs. I'll do a video. I'll show you guys.
I always wondered about that perspective.
Yeah, it's I know a lot of guys out there the second the analog sticks come along and they were coming, you know, and there were also guys who also played both.
You got to remember, Wicked. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
If you got the analog controller, a lot of the original games didn't support the analog.
Right.
So, I mean, you couldn't even use it for a lot of the older games. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. And then, I was just going to say a lot of those guys who did, you know, who were more comfortable with those analog sticks, you know, the DualShock and everything, they were guys that had also played N64 regularly because that was like, you know,
get that Beantown shirt off.
Beantown.
We here, baby. We here.
Oh man,
gotta get some Celtic pride. Come on.
He's going all for it tonight.
You ever see Celtic Pride? That movie?
I have.
No.
Yeah.
What's it about? A leprechaun?
Dude, how do you not fucking watch it? You live over there. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I live over there.
That's your neck of the woods.
It's just me. And Cameron Reed,
Celtic
baby.
Pride. Watch Celtic Pride, okay? Dan Aykroyd, Daniel Stern, and what was it? Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, I think so. I want to say it was Marlon Wayans.
It wasn't Marlon. It was the other guy, not Keenan Ivory. Damon Wayans. There you go.
Damon Wayans.
Watch that movie. Like the minute you hang up tonight, watch that movie.
All right, I'm gonna fall asleep to it though.
It's literally filmed in your town.
Yeah.
Dear
so,
God,
but moving on from the control and the experience and stuff, let's get into something a little fun. Let's what's everybody's top 5 favorite games for the original PlayStation 1. We'll start with Wicked actually first. What are your top 5 favorites?
All right, mine are going to be very different from everybody else's, but here we go, baby. Let's rattle them off. Let's bring it closer. All right, the first game revolutionized everything. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, because not only did that revolutionize skateboarding, it brought a unreal soundtrack to a video game.
That it did.
That is, it's just something hard to duplicate nowadays. It is just that perfect. It makes you want to skate.
Yeah.
We got number 2. Number 2 on the list. These actually aren't even in order. It's just what I wrote them down in. We're going to go with Crash Bandicoot Warped. I love the series.
Way late to the game, man.
Way late. So, love Crash Bandicoot out of the whole series of the first 3, but the third one is better, in my opinion. Number 3, we're going with GTA 2. Me and my cousin would play this non-stop, dude. Non-stop.
The old top down.
GTA 2, baby. We got any comments from the peanut gallery over
GTA
here?
GTA 1 is better. How about that?
Hey, you know what? London's better. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
And the next one we have is Rayman 2, The Great Escape. You got to keep that one up there, baby. That one's a real great game. And the last one to round it off. And I know, Perry, keep shaking your head because it doesn't get any better from here. Trust me, it doesn't. We're going with Metal Slug X. Because Metal Slug X is amazing.
You're good. You're good with that one.
Okay. So now that I suck, I'm going to go jump off my house. I'll be right back.
Oh, man. All right, Perry, what about you? What would you say were your top 5 favorites on the PlayStation 1?
Thank you, Frank.
Like I posted Kagero Deception 2.
Yeah.
Jumping Flash. Twisted Metal 2, Resident Evil, or the director's cut, one of the other. And for the 5th one, I would say like Tekken 3.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are
There
my
you go.
top.
Yeah, Tekken 3
Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 3, something like that.
That one written down at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Well, I'll go ahead and give mine off. First off, because it'll match one of Perry's right out the gate, and that's going to be Twisted Metal 2. I remember many a nights playing the shit out of that game. Resident Evil 2, and then the original Soul Reaver, and then I got one oddball one, and I don't know if anybody's going to remember it. I'm going to have it. I'll show it on screen later because it's also going to be my game you should play before you die. But a game by the name of Wild 9.
Right, I remember that.
Okay,
wasn't that LucasArts?
Shiny Entertainment. I don't know if it was Lucas or not. I just know it was Shiny Entertainment. And then Test Drive 4.
Test Drive?
Because that was one of those really fast-paced arcade-style racers. So, and that was a lot of fun. And then, of course, a runner-up would, of course, be like NFL Blitz.
Nice.
So, and then we got for Wicked over here, we got Celtic Pride. Yeah, that is Damon.
I literally have never seen that cover in my life, but I will watch it now.
Come on, it's good.
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
you know what? I'll watch it, but you know what has to happen? You gotta have. We gotta have somebody who's never played it before. They gotta do the Driver 1 tutorial.
Oh God!
I want to see somebody do it who's never done it before. I want to see you beg for your life,
dude. I had rented that. And I couldn't get through the tutorial, and I launched that disc across my living room and took a chunk out of it. I ended up giving the game back to the video store, and nobody ever mentioned it. But yeah, I launched that fucking thing. It pissed me off so bad. I was just like, "Fuck you, shit!" And I just whipped it. And then, of course, other classics too. Stuff like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's like. Instant classic, and that was like a genre. You had so many genre-defining games released in that era too, and just
wait, did any of you guys say Metal Gear? Did any of you guys?
No, I didn't, and I should.
One of you was gonna say it
because Metal Gear is one of my favorite franchises, but it's I played. No, the thing is because I played the shit out of MGS1, but those were all games. The ones that I named were ones that I played more. But that's just how much
I got
game
you.
time I got in. But it's
That's
just like, yeah, I love Metal Gear, and I love Metal Gear Solid. That first one's amazing. But yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah,
But just all and again, yeah, Metal Gear Solid, another genre defining game that kicked off that end of the franchise. And that was cool to see too, because that was, because I love the old Metal Gear games on NES. And then to see it, I'm like, oh wow, okay, they're doing like a new version of it. And just in so many franchises, got their start there. Some got fresh life in that era. It was a great time to be a console gamer back then. And that was with everything that was available. And I'm sure we'll talk about the other consoles on down the line here. But that was like, I'd hazard to say that was like peak gaming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We were in it. When you're in it, you don't know it. Now that's a list. That's a list, man. You put some time in.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Final Fantasy 8, 7, and 9, RE2. I'll give a an honorable mention to, like, again, MGS1, Final Fantasy 9. Now, I wasn't a fan of 7 or 8, and this is, because I was a diehard the old Super NES games, but 9 I enjoyed. And then this one was, now it's a shame. It's SmackDown. Dizzy Delta saying SmackDown 2 is great. Yeah, the SmackDown games were awesome. This was a game, and I played the shit out of this too. And it's a shame what they did with this franchise, because the first game had such potential, and then it just kind of shit the bed with everything else they did with it. And this was a wild game.
I still never played the second one.
I played a bit of it. It definitely didn't hit the same way as the first Parasite Eve did. Like, my brother and I just dumped hours upon hours into this game.
Oh yeah, I beat this game. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was definitely good. And now, did you ever attempt the what is it, the Chrysler Tower?
You know what, man? I don't think I did, because that was a long time ago. All I know is I beat it. And I was happy, and that was it.
Because after you beat it, you gain access to the Chrysler Tower. I got the floor. I got the floor 100. Yeah, I got the floor 100, and I'm like, I'm done. I was like 2 hours. It's never ending. Like, I just can't. I can't. Yeah, 100 floors, and it was still going. Jeez. But
F it.
But yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, and I'll stand by it now. Like, that era was like peak, because it was, like you had said earlier, Perry, that it was like, this was what we thought was going, or what we saw as the future back then. And of course, now hindsight being what it is, and we're 30 plus years on, and we see where we're at. We wouldn't be there without this stuff. And I feel like some people forget that for sure. Well, let's give some closing thoughts on this before we move on into hour 2 here. So just Perry, go ahead and just rifle off some final things you want to say about that era, PlayStation 1, how it made you feel looking back at it now. Just go ahead and rifle some stuff off.
Like for games like, I would say Resident Evil, the first one, again, that was a brand new game from Capcom. And we were blown away by the opening intro with the real people and everything. We were like, wow, this is the future of gaming. Like, this is crazy. And the game was good, and it was new. It was a brand new franchise. This wasn't even a franchise yet. It was just a game.
Right.
And we were like, wow, I hope they make another one of these, right? And
yeah.
It just blew up, and 30 years later, and we're hitting in 3 more weeks. The 9th Resident Evil game is coming out. 30 years to the day of the original, almost to the day. About a month away.
Almost.
A month off. But yeah, it's crazy to think that started with PlayStation 1.
Yep.
Had that console not come out, maybe Resident Evil wouldn't have been a thing. We don't know. But here we are. I mean, Crash Bandicoot is still being made. Up until a couple of years ago, Crash 4 came out. That started with the original PlayStation in 1996. And that game came out, and here we are, 30 years later. And
Yeah.
Crash is still apparently they're developing another one, but it's still out there. People are still able to play the latest Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that.
Right.
All these games. Twisted Metal has a fucking TV show that's hitting it right now.
Yeah.
And that game came out over 30 years ago on the PlayStation. It's just, it blows my mind sometimes.
Yeah, where it's all come. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What about you, Wicked? Some last little thoughts here.
Man, just looking back at it, you don't know you're in the good times until you actually left them. So that's really what it kind of feels like when you look back at it. Man, for me, it was just, I just wish we could go back to gaming like that. I love it. Yeah. I miss like Dennehy was saying in the chat. You know what? It is nightmare fueling to leave your memory card at your friend's house, and go back home and have to wait that period of time. That is nightmare fueling. But the fact that we could just take your memory card over to your buddy's house who has the same game and then pop your safe in, that was kind of dope. And I mean, you popped it in the game disc. There were a lot of things there were a lot of things just coming up at that time that were just like new in technology. And I mean, I didn't experience it at that time, but I could appreciate it for what it was. I saw it, even better in the PS2. But when I went back and got my PS1 just to appreciate like where it all started and where it kind of came from that disc based, and then just projecting onwards up the mountaintop, baby. I love it. Love it, man. Whenever I think of when I just think of PlayStation 1, the first thing that comes to mind is just like developer creativity. Just something we lack nowadays. It just seems very simplistic, very like either political or money driven. There is really just nobody being like, hey, here's the money, I trust you, put out a banger, and then it happens. Like you just don't see that nowadays. It's very it's not there.
And a lot of copy paste, man. Just let's get that pay homage, pay tribute to one of the goats.
Where's the sticks?
That's the OG controller. That's the way it was meant to be played, son.
As he shakes his fist.
As I shake my fist at a cloud.
It's been neutered.
But yeah, and I'm gonna echo a lot of how you guys feel about it. It's an era that was defined by a lot of creativity and a lot of greatness, and experiments paying off and stuff like that. And it's wild to think that the Sony PlayStation itself, the PS1, started off life as what was intended to be an add-on for the Super NES to compete with the Sega CD. And then Nintendo and Sony famously had their falling out, and this is what happened. And I mean, it would be a very, very different place in gaming if any of those things didn't fire off the way they did back in the mid to late 90s. But for me, I will say the one thing that always sticks in my head about that generation and about the PS1 in particular is just that boot up sound. When you got the initial screen where it was the Sony Computer Entertainment and then it faded out and you got the PlayStation logo before your game booted up. Anytime I hear that, and I loved that they did that for the anniversary on the PS5, and the fact that it was limited bums me out because it just takes me back every single time, and that's the reason why I boot the console up as often as I do, because it's just all of that nostalgia comes flooding back in. And that's what the original prototype, one of the original prototypes, is going to look like.
That's
if you think about it, PS1 and PS2, those boot up sounds are the boot up sounds of the future. Like you think, like this is the future when I turn that machine on. You know what I mean?
The PS1 is it might be my favorite boot up more than the PS2. The PS3 is nonchalant.
Sure. PS1 all the way with
that sucks.
Yeah,
it hits.
The only thing with the PS2 was it was the year 2000.
Yeah,
and it's like that. Like we're literally starting the future now. Like
right.
And PS1, I mean, that is the classic. That is the boot up sound for any console at this point.
Yeah,
it's like a smelling salt at this point.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Yep.
it's a smelling salt, bro. You play the PS1 intro and I'm up. I am Michael Jordan game 6, bro.
Oh man.
Don't
Yeah.
even question it.
But yeah, just every bit of it iconic, and it's just cool to look back on. And for everybody out there in the chat, maybe take some time in whatever you're gaming. Maybe if you don't have original hardware, maybe emulate it, or if you've got the classic games on your current gen consoles, fire one up. It's definitely just kind of like it takes you back, and it's always all good. But here, and speaking of the chat, everybody just firing off, man. Everybody on all cylinders. We got Dredd in the room. We got Piggles in the room. We had Dennehy, and he's somebody new. So, well, at least to me, I know you. I think you said it was one of your boys.
Yep, good friend of mine.
Stevie Mac. Awesome. Everybody tuning in. I miss your names. Yell at me later. This, that, and the other thing. But everybody going off. But I have a question for you all. Like I said at the top of the show, the next one we're going to talk about. Anything's on the table as far as being a home console or handheld, but it had no later than the PS3 360 era. So as I speak English. So drop it in the chat, and we're going to just take a tally up how many we get, and that'll be the next one we talk about. So get your heads in on that, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, hour one into books. Fun discussion on reminiscing about the PlayStation 1. But now we've got our usual shenanigans. Frank coming in first. Yeah. I mean, obviously,
I laughed. I knew it.
It's going to be up there. That's another one is fondly remembered.
That's a great one.
Yeah. There we go. We got, everybody start dropping it in there. But we're at the top hour 2 here.
Yeah.
And we know how we always start hour 2. Mr. Perry, sir, what do you have in the sack for us this week?
Well, I have it. It's over here. Let me go get it in 1 second.
All right.
It's a bag of watermelons.
Watermelon.
I'm gonna judo chop them.
Thank you. This stupid chair. Come on.
You got to put the WD-40 on the wheel.
As if.
Oh God!
Clueless.
Wow,
mother of pearl, dude.
This came today, 30th anniversary of Clueless.
Oh my God, 30 years! Oh, give me my
30 years a couple of months ago, but it was $40 back then, and I waited. It was $17.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I don't know what that is, but it's a show, a movie.
Oh my God, you!
Just
it ended up
do you want to throw the stones
later, now? Doc Brown kidnapped this guy and bring him back to the 90s.
He'll see Game Pass, maybe like, you come with me.
This is a movie, okay? And it is a funny movie.
Okay.
It's not the greatest movie ever made, but it's a funny movie.
It's funny because I've seen that so many times because that was like for the longest time, it was my sister's favorite movie.
Yeah.
So
the movie's kind of crap. I think it's dope.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
stupid.
clueless.
You know what I mean? But it's a fun movie from back in the day.
I was gonna say, it's definitely a product of that, like again, mid-90s era.
Now they did make a TV show out of it, and everyone came back for the TV show except for the main star. And the show sucked.
I mean, naturally, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Wicked is clueless.
I also have a story real quick.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah. Story time, sack time, we got all the time.
Saturday was the Royal Rumble, okay?
Okay.
So I meet Frank at the shop at 1 o'clock. Because it said start time 1 o'clock. We're waiting, and we're like, why isn't it starting? Oh, it starts at 2 now. Okay, so we're sitting there. Dude, 2 o'clock hits. They start showing the intro, whatever. This fucking guy comes in the shop with 3 bins full of shit to trade in. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh no. Oh man.
Then 85,000 people walk into the shop while I'm doing these trade-ins. We didn't get done until about 7:30.
Oh.
So man. I told Frank, I was like, put your phone away. Don't look online. Because we don't want to know what happened. So we go back, we order food, and we sit down. We finally watch this stupid thing. That was the worst goddamn show of my life. One of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen in my life. Now,
I've
rewind a
heard
little
because
bit.
I don't have ESPN, so I didn't watch it because
well, I don't have it either. I got Netflix, but if you use a VPN, set it to Canada and you can watch it.
You can watch. Okay, I'll have to do that then.
Screw all that
Yeah,
shit.
thanks,
that
Noof.
ESPN bullshit.
Yeah.
So, rewind. The guy that brings me this stuff, I'm putting all this stuff in the computer. A lot of these games look like shit. Okay, so a lot of them I put aside. I'm not taking those. The stuff I am taking, like he's got like 10 copies of Destiny. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm giving him 5 cents per copy because I need the cases, not because I need the game. I need the damn cases. He's got games from like 2017. I'm sorry, not 2017, 2014, 2016, 2017, something like that.
Yeah.
These games aren't worth anything. Xbox One, PS4, they're just not worth shit.
That was dope.
So, and then he brought me consoles. He brought me a slim PS2, which does not work, and I'm still working on it right now.
What an idiot.
He brought me a Dreamcast with no cables, just the power. He gave me a power cable and the official RF adapter for the Dreamcast.
Oh my God.
No controllers, nothing. He gave me a Wii with no controllers and no wires. So I put it in and I'm like, all right, it's this amount of money. What are you freaking kidding me? Right? He starts flipping out how he saw on eBay that these go for so much. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, you're selling a Dreamcast right now for $120 and you want to give me $30 for that one? I was like, because that's complete. This is not complete.
Yeah.
I have to go out and buy a controller for it for $40. I had to go and buy cables for it for another $10. And the guy's like starting to realize he's screaming at me for like no reason because he doesn't understand like what it goes through on my side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To complete
I'm trying to explain to him, like, you have games here, but they're old. They're not going to sell.
No.
You know what I mean? And he was like, whoa, well, I paid whatever for this stuff and whatever. And he's like, that PlayStation did work before we left the house. And I'm like, it's not working now. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even want it.
Yeah.
And then he had Guitar Hero, okay? And he's telling me the guitars are worth so much money and everything. I'm like, then fucking sell it online if they're worth so much. What did you come here for? I'm not going to give you what people are buying them online for because I have to sell it.
Right.
And then he had Deadpool on PS4. Oh, this thing goes for over $150. Well, I'm like, not in the condition you gave it to me. The fucking thing is all messed up. The sleeve.
Oh,
what an idiot.
And the disc had some light scratches on it. I was like, I'm not going to give you over $100 for a game that's in this condition.
Yeah.
No chance, bro.
And he just fucking kept going back to Deadpool. And I'm like, whatever. So he's like, I need over 200. I was like, I ain't doing anywhere near 200.
Yeah.
Right? He was at 127. Right. And he goes, how about 150? I was like, yeah, I could do 150. And that was it. That was the end of it. This guy started screaming at me. I was 2 seconds away, and Frank was right there. My wife was right there. I was 2 seconds away from telling this guy, please leave. Take all your stuff and leave.
Yeah.
But then he said something, and then I listened a little bit more, and then he goes 150. And I was like, yeah, right, I can do 150. And then he ended up buying a couple of 360 games, so I took the money off the bill anyway. So this guy fucking went nuts for no reason.
Yeah.
That's what you have to deal with. And these guys, they don't understand. They think, oh, I'm going to take your fucking Dreamcast with no cables and sell it for 120. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I got to refurbish these things by giving them cables. The Wii, I had to fucking grab a Wii remote off the shelf, pack it with that. I had to get the cables together. I had to do all that stuff. That stuff costs extra money. That's why you're not getting. And I told him, I was like, if you had a controller with this thing, if you had the cables with it, you would have gotten about $30 or $40 more money.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh. And then at the end of the thing, when all this stuff I didn't take, he goes, oh, well, I don't want to take this stuff home, so you could just have it.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was all garbage anyway. I tested all that shit out. It was all trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, it was funny because he's like, Rock Band 4 with the guitar goes for 150 or whatever. Dude, he fucking left. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Just the disc for Rock Band 4 on PlayStation 4 goes for $100.
Really? On Rock Band 4 on PS4 is $100. I bought mine on
disc.
Xbox for like $30. Damn.
Just the disc, not even the guitar with it.
Damn.
It goes for over $100. I think it was $144 it sold for, just the disc used.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? I got
So
mine on Xbox for $30. I think I made out then.
And
Jesus.
this guy's yelling at me like the whole thing goes for 120. And I was like,
Okay.
whatever, man. I didn't know until he left. And I was like, wow, just the disc alone. So
Yeah, and that's
and
insane.
then I had the Xbox One version on the shelf for 30. And that goes for about $80, $90 by itself.
Probably.
Yes, what got
the
me-
guitars
That
just
was
came
so
out
there you go.
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet because the guitars came out again. Like they remade
Yeah.
those other guitars. That's probably.
I'm thinking it's that and also the licensing for those songs because there's
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause,
they don't make the
aren't
discs
re-upping.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still buy the songs though online. Me and my buddies still buy them.
Oh wow.
He's
Hockey,
gotta
what's
do
up, man? You
Yeah,
could
Yeah,
buy-
Hockey
Xbox
you
One's
could do
still down
Fortnite
there.
then, too.
Yeah, Fortnite too.
Yeah. Well, some people, right?
Some
Yeah, the guy
people,
was a
man.
lunatic. And then the guy,
No common
I
sense.
told you about this last week. The guy, we missed him by like 5 minutes or whatever it was, or 2 minutes or
Yeah.
whatever it was. And the guy left a negative review. Monday comes, and then he deleted the negative review, left a positive review. Probably because she called his voicemail, said, listen, because of the snow, we were digging out the snowblower, so we're late.
Yeah.
That fucking guy walks in because I knew what he looked like because of the security camera. I got cameras all over the place, and I got cameras outside too.
Right.
Bro, this guy walked in. I was like, holy shit, it's that guy. And we're packed. Right? I'm trying to tell her, and she doesn't hear what I'm saying. I told Frank, and Frank was like, oh shit. This guy comes in, spends a lot of money, and he's laughing and pretending like he has a good time, whatever. And he walks out happy. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Number one, you can tell that guy's a psychopath. Number two,
Right.
at least he had a good experience. So, there you
Yeah.
go.
Well, at least he changed his review too and everything, because that's just kind of crappy. And especially considering the kind of weather that we've been dealing with, it's like,
yeah.
what the hell is your problem?
Dude, people are nuts. I'm telling you, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, they are.
Just, I don't know. It's just crazy. But whatever. As long as I had a good experience, what do I care? I don't even care. Like, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm 10 years in. What do I care?
I'm doing what I do.
Exactly.
Oh, man. So, well, all right. Well, that was a bit of Tales from the Game Store and a bit of What's in the Sack, all wrapped into one. So let's get into it. Let's get into the games you should play before you die. Go ahead and take us off. Wicked, you go first this time.
Ooh,
Take
you
us
know
off.
what? I mentioned it earlier, and I have to bring it up again. You don't even have to play the game. You don't even have to beat the game. I just want anybody who has never experienced it to go out there and either emulate or buy Driver 1 and just do the tutorial.
Oh, God.
Don't watch a video. Just do it. I want to see, just test your level of frustration. See how far you can go before you pull up YouTube. I just need to know. Anybody who wants to take on this challenge, please report back next Tuesday. I need a time. I need what did you say? How many atrocities? I want it all. That's it.
Yep. All right.
Driver
Yeah.
1.
That's the official. The gauntlet has been cast. It's an official game you should play before you die challenge.
Beat the tutorial before you actually die. Yeah. That's going to be.
Yeah. I was just going to put that up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. That's good. Oh, that's good stuff, man. What about you, Perry? What do you got this week?
I'm going to say Tecmo's Deception Invitation into Darkness for PS1. That is the first Deception game.
Boys.
Okay.
And it is a first-person RPG for the most part. And it's about the devil has consumed you. And basically, you need to defend your castle and kill whoever's in it.
All right. Yeah, I remember Deception. I remember. I don't remember much of it. I know I played a little bit of it. And Wicked here, Stevie Mac saying he's the only person who actually beat the tutorial. We need proof now, Stevie.
Yeah,
Gotta
you're
get
gonna have
that
to record that.
Yeah, got to record it.
Yeah,
Well, that's
that one.
definitely good.
Deception 2, Kagero was the better game, which is
Yeah.
the one I always praise all the time. But the first one's
Right.
really good too.
Yeah, it was,
so
I
that's-
remember it being a good one.
Oh, hell
or
yeah.
good
I should play
franchise.
that game
Yeah.
again on stream. That should be fun.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah.
What I'll say
Yeah,
is, though, I'm going to pick one. I mean, I'm going to just make a mention for Sir X-Man because he
Okay.
brought this game up on this show as a game he would play before he died.
Yeah.
He said assault rigs. So let's mention that for him.
Yep. Assault rigs, that would be X-Man's
PS1.
pick, I'm sure, on PS1.
He recommended that game
Yeah.
on this show, and I played it. I never played it before, and it was great. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
I streamed it.
Yeah. And again, everybody, being that we did mention Sir X-Man here, again, continue to keep him in your thoughts and send him all the good vibes and stuff like that. And hopefully we'll be getting him back really soon on the show and everything like that.
Well,
But yeah.
hell yeah.
So, yep. And just assault rigs, that would be X-Man's pick. I'm almost positive he would go on about that. Stevie Mac talking about this is going to be more driver stuff real quick before I get into mine. I broke the disc because there's a mission late that's much harder than the tutorial, and I still have the case. Well, at least you got further than I did. Like I said, I launched mine across the damn living room through the tutorial. And then, yeah, there it is. Cover for assault rigs. Looks like the old long box, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wish I still, because I don't know. I might have the old long box from Metal Gear Solid. I'll have to look. Because I ended up at one point having 2 copies of it. I sold a buddy of mine one of them, but I think I kept the long box. I think this I'll have to check back through the collection. But that'll be for another time. But let me get on camera real quick. I already mentioned it in my top 5, but there it is. Wild 9, Shiny Entertainment.
Nice.
It was a fun off-the-wall platformer. It was just very. It was almost like it was a 3D. For anyone who hasn't checked it out, and you should check it out, you can probably emulate it. This and that. It was just this weird 3D platform. It wasn't like true 3D platformer where you were controlling the camera like Mario 64 and shit. But it was 3D rendered, and it was almost like this isometric kind of plane that you played on. But the gimmick of the game is that your weapon was almost like it was a grapple beam. So you would slam your enemies around and shit. And I remember seeing commercials for it. And I just thought the commercial, if I could find the damn thing, but the commercial was funny as hell. And I remember they were highlighting the whole grapple beam bit. And it's just like, I gotta fucking play this game. This just looks ridiculous. And went out and bought it. I don't have the original case. That's been because I've had it for so long. It's gotten lost in so many moves I've done. No, excuse me. But yeah, that's definitely my pick for this week. It's everybody should go out and see if you can emulate Wild 9 and play it, because they've never that was like a one and done where they never did anything with it. So it's not even going to pop up. I don't even think Shiny Entertainment or Multimedia or whatever, I don't even think they're even thing anymore. I know they were a name for a little bit in that era because their logo would pop up on some games. But yeah, that's gonna be my pick for the week. So yeah, there we go. Our games you should play before you die for the week. And we know where we're at now. Once we finish that, Game Pass Man will be making his way onto the show here very shortly. Get your questions ready for him and all of that stuff. Yeah, Dizzy Delta, you are right. The devs were trolling when they made that. Yeah, for sure. The damn going back to driver, because that tutorial, Jesus Christ. But get your questions ready for Game Pass Man. And also, like I said earlier, get in there. We had a couple of picks early on in the chat about what console you want us to talk about next. I saw Game Boy in there. I saw Dreamcast. I saw N64. So get your heads together. Start thinking about what you want us to talk about, because we're going to make this a regular thing on the show. Just looking back at the old consoles that made us, that kind of stuff. So make sure you drop that in before the end of the show, and make sure you get your questions ready for Game Pass Man. And I'll go ahead and do another quick acknowledgement of all these beautiful, beautiful people here in the chat. Of course, like I said, Stevie Mac, Dizzy Delta, Chrissy Bakley. We had Dreadpool in here. We got Hockey Fan in here. We got Talos Ray. We got Frank coming in. We got everybody, the beautiful cast of characters. Of course, we acknowledged Cougar Man, Milf Man earlier. Dennehy, a new face to me anyway, but one of Wicked's boys tuning in. Keep them coming, man. Get it out there. I don't say it all that often on the show at all, but share it out there. Get your friends to tune in. If you're having a good time, maybe they'll have a good time as well. So let's get on that. And as soon as Game Pass, man, it's almost like we're waiting for a damn date here at this point, Getting ready. There we go. At the golden banana and everything.
Oh man.
Oh, hey, Phil, come on. You got to get down here, Phil, ASAP. The boys from the Microsoft office, we're hitting the golden banana. It's going to be a late night. And hey, this one's on me. I'll talk to you later, Philly boy. Kisses, love you. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Game Pass, man. And I'm just here to tell you that I'm hanging out at the Golden Banana with the boys at from the Microsoft office, and yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a night. We're gonna paint the town red. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing?
Doing good, Game Pass, man. Doing good, and glad to hear you're doing good. And you're about to paint that town red. We've already got a question coming in already. Milfman coming in hot as we go. Let's get it on.
All right, let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Game Pass, man. Can Xbox go back to the days where you had actual variety in games and not some stupid pottery game? Listen, baby.
Oh, man.
We don't need variety. We have plenty of variety as it is in Game Pass. And let me tell you, is there already a pottery game out there? And let me tell you, who doesn't like to make dicks out of pottery and then have them fight? I don't know about you, but I'm always down for a sword fight, and I'm never backing down, baby. Because I don't know about you, but maybe you don't see quality. We have quality and variety on Game Pass. And if you want anything better than that, you're just going to have to just wait.
And Milf's got a follow-up for you, too.
Ooh, Game Pass, man. How do you feel about Xbox being WWC of gaming and Sony being the WWE of gaming? You know what? I don't really look at it like that. I look at it more like an invasion. We're coming in there. We're going to start swinging around, baby. We're starting to brush shoulders with the competition. And, only in the back end, just sit in last place because Daddy Phil's a sub. And he lets Satya be the Dom. And I'm sick and tired of it. You ever seen Pulp Fiction? A lot of leather in that one. Yeah, that's what they're into. A lot of leather.
Wasn't Colt Eastwood in that movie?
He might have been. I don't know. I took Quaaludes last weekend. And
he had the ball in his mouth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet mother of pearls. Who wants to put cream cheese on me? Nobody. Excellent. Man. I'll do it myself.
Tell us, Ray.
What we got here? Game Pass, man. Can I get a oh yeah? That one's for you, my friend. That one's for you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got Dizzy Delta, but just a pretty straight into the point one.
Listen. There's gonna be a lot of different ways to make pots in that game, but I'm telling you, if you want to win consistently, you gotta make the dick pot. You gotta, but don't overdo it. You gotta make it just right. I'll send you pictures of Phil. That way you can, model it after. I'm sure. Me and Phil were actually there when they made the game. It was exhilarating to say the least. You ever been ice fishing? It's kind of like that. It's exhilarating as fuck. Just me, Phil, man. And the Double Fine people, and just going at it with pottery, just for hours. Yeah, It was wild. Clothing optional, but that was, to say the least.
There you go. We got Chrissy
Game Pass, man. I visited your mom.
me embarrassing baby photos of you. Oh, she showed you embarrassing baby photos of you. Well, did she show you that my third arm and my juicy Game Pass ass? I bet you didn't check that out right there, baby. Because guess what? Game Pass, man, is a product of the Microsoft Office, and I have been nothing short of perfection. As you know, everything that comes out of Microsoft is just great. There's no bad things in Microsoft.
Oh,
nothing.
man.
Absolutely nothing.
So are you saying, Game Pass, man, that much like Chuck Norris, that when you came out, you smacked the doctor and the doctor didn't smack you?
That's right. That's right, baby. I was the next one in line. I am the next Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris tucked his tail in and he went walking home when he saw Game Pass strolling down the one way. That's right, baby. That's right.
Oh, man. Dizzy Delta, a bit more of a comment this time around for you, but maybe you can elaborate.
Grass is full of dick pots and cock faces because that is the best way to sell, baby. If you ain't making money with dick pots and cock faces, I don't know where the money's gonna be coming from. Get on top. Let me see if I can get on top of this car. We get on top of this car. We get on top of someone's car right here.
Oh, that's
happening.
All right, that guy.
He was on the hood of a Honda Prelude.
I was on the hood of that car, and
that car deserves it.
There's a dent.
It does.
There's a dent the size of a boulder right there. I don't know.
Oh my God!
Christ!
Hey, Game Pass, man. Can you explain to me why both the Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed failed to meet Xbox sales expectations?
Oh, well, you see, honestly, it's because Avowed, it wasn't on PlayStation when we sold it. You see, we tried to sell it at first just as an exclusive.
PlayStation. Hate to
and
break
it didn't work. It didn't work. I told Phil, I was like, baby, you gotta come on, baby.
There's gonna be 3 people on PlayStation.
Me and Phil were hanging out in the green Game Pass bed, and I was snuggling up on Phil's chest, and I said, "Listen up here, baby. You gotta make it multi-plat." And he's like, "Listen, I can't do that. I can't do that." I said, "Listen, you're gonna be losing money, honey. You can't be losing this money, honey."
What's he gonna make?
He
Fucking
did it, and look what happened.
$10?
It was the biggest mistake.
Who's gonna buy it?
You know what's buying it now? They screwed the pooch. They screwed it up. They should. It's.
Man!
He said a curse word and then he just changed it.
Yep, and it's funny. It's funny because as he said that, my dog looks up at me like, "What?" Because I call her Pooch a lot.
Oh my
Isn't that
God.
right, Pooch? Isn't that right, Pooch? Okay, here we go. Got Milfman coming back in with another one.
All right. Game Pass, man. What will it take to get Phil Spencer fired because he's ruining gaming? Listen, the only way that I can get Phil Spencer fired, and I'm the only one that can do it, and it's going to take a lot out of me to even do this, Milf. It's going to take everything. I'm going to have sex with Satya. There's just no other way about it. I'm going to have to seduce him. I'm going to have to be a mole and go in there undercover and seduce him. And then once I've got enough evidence, I buy a laptop and I frame him for having things on his laptop that are illegal. Let's just say that. And when that happens, bada bing, bada boom, I get them both fired because I throw a little bit of Phil in there too. And then guess what? Game Pass runs the show. And guess what? Every Friday night, the office is coming to Golden Banana.
Oh my God. Team building exercises at the Golden Banana, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, come on, guys. Come on.
I think that's hockey fan's car over there.
Hockey fans in there. I told him to come. I got him in there. I was like, he's like, you're not on the list. I was like, listen. I told the bouncer, I was like, listen, back up. He's with me. He's like, all right.
Oh, the guy that owns that fucking banana place is gonna find this shit and he's gonna fucking come after you.
Yeah, more than likely.
What if he's like, listen, I've been waiting for somebody like you all my life, and you have like almost like a movie, like he's like, He's like,
what if you're watching a podcast from there every Tuesday?
Yeah,
I'd do it if I got money out of it.
That'd be hilarious. But it's funny. It's funny you mention. It's funny you mentioned that it's going to be like a movie. It's like you've been waiting for somebody like you. All of a sudden, you cue that cheesy '80s song. I forgot who did it, but it's just I've been waiting for someone like you.
It's just
Oh man.
he's like, hey,
All right.
you got a job? And I'm like, no. He's like, you got one now. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, sweet.
Well, what kind of job is it at the Golden Banana? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He said it was a pretty laid back job. I don't know what that means, but he said we'll smooth out the details in the office.
Got another one coming in from Dizzy Delta.
All right. Can Magnus sell more than 10,000 units at $2,000 a piece? Personally, I don't think so. I think we got a better chance of selling fucking black dildos at 12 inches a piece than selling those systems at that price. And, it just doesn't seem like reality at the end of the day. But then again, who am I? I'm just the man who's created in the lab who fucks Phil Spencer and wants to have sex with Satya Nadella to actually completely bombshell the whole company. But then again, who really cares about that? Magnus won't sell, and that's the end of the discussion. Not that price, baby. We're screwed. We're screwed. Help us. When you see that red flare get shot up in the air like Arc Raiders, help me. Help me.
Oh my god. We got RWK coming in.
GP man, you love the DualShock because of the vibrator, right? Well, I did love the DualShock all the way up until the third one. You want to know why with the third one? Because the battery didn't last. And you know when the battery doesn't last, Daddy doesn't finish. And when Daddy doesn't finish, Daddy's pissed. So when Game Pass man doesn't get his Game Pass deeds.
Wow. And I am going to highlight this. I am going to highlight this. Stevie Mac coming in clutch. This one's for me here, but it was Foreigner that sings that song. I couldn't remember who sang it. Thank you very much, Stevie Mac. Foreigner's going to kick in, and then you got a job at the Golden Banana. But we got Chrissy Bakley coming in here with another one for you.
All right. Game Pass, man. Look out, guy. Have a banana gun behind you. If there's a guy with a banana gun behind me, you don't know him yet. He's the masked man from the WWE, and he really goes by hockey fan. Yeah, we're about to rob this establishment clean, my friend. We're about to take all the money. Then we're going to go to a convenience store. We're going to buy all the Game Pass cards. And then when I go out at night, I'm just going to hand them out. And if you don't want one or don't need one, guess what you're going to get? Even you, Grandma. 12 to 6
elbow. My God, even Grandma.
12 to 6 elbow. Did you see the Warriors? You see what they did to the Warriors? Just like that.
Yeah.
Just dropping them down 12 to 6. It's like it's my day job.
Oh, man. Perry's got a quick little comment for you. He dropped in the chat, but I think you need to see that.
Eric Bischoff could run better. I would love for Eric Bischoff to run Xbox because I feel like he would bring an energy that we would like when we walk into the meetings, we would have like intro music. I think that would just absolutely slap. Could you imagine when Eric Bischoff walks into the office for the first time to introduce himself to the team and his theme music hits? Like, tell me about it. Just drop your dick on
walk in and be like, why the fuck am I here? Like, what do you guys
he just pushes. Dude, it's glass doors. It's a glass room, so you see everything. People walking, you see the people walking to the door. The glass doors get pushed open. It's like, by the gods, he's back, people.
And then you have Vince Russo following. Now listen, bro. We got to do, bro, with Game Pass, bro, is we got to get more than the 75, bro, in the Game Pass, bro.
He would put Pornhub on Game Pass. I would.
You gotta hit up the Orange app, bro. That's how you're gonna get them all in and pay that $30 a month for premium, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm vibing, bro. I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. Bro.
All right, we got dude. Hockey fan got it right. So we've got RWK coming in again here.
All right, GP man. How come you advertise for $1 when I click it, it's $29? See, baby, I just got to give you a little sniffy sniff just to get you back in the door. And then once I get you in there, you're like, oh, I need this. And then boom, we hit you with the real price. Because guess what? If you click the button once, you're probably going to click it twice because we got you by the balls. You know what I'm saying? We know how to play the game. You got to know how to pay the game. Now pay up or get back in line. Don't let me find you in the city without Game Pass. I swear to God.
Oh, wow. All right, we got Milkman coming in with another one here for you. This one's a long one.
Milkman. Game Pass, man. Why should I buy $360 for 1 year Game Pass when I can get 1 year PS Plus Premium and cheap milk cookers? We'll say that to say the least, with a guaranteed happy ending, which I don't get with Game Pass. Okay. Well, I'm just going to try to answer that all in just one big shebang bang, okay? Listen, first of all, PS Plus just doesn't have the day and the date. Oh, and did I mention Play Anywhere? Because Play Anywhere is the future, not cloud like we thought it was. It's Play Anywhere is the future. And if you really think that the money you save on PS Plus is actually going to get you some cookers, so people, that can chef it up, you know what I'm saying? We got some cooks in the kitchen. And no, because guess what, baby? You don't even know the next Game Pass plan we got coming out. You think Ultimate's good? Well, we got Ultimate. And guess what you get? You get a premium subscription of Game Pass Man's OnlyFans shoved into the Game Pass.
Oh my
So
God.
now
I got
you
an
can
idea.
experience Game Pass Man all the time.
Game Pass Man and hockey fans should stream live from the Golden Banana.
I'm gonna go to his store and I'm gonna walk up to everybody. I'm gonna be, excuse me.
Get him in the Game Pass mobile
Are you a
and
hockey
go over
fan?
to freaking Golden Banana.
He'd be like, "Who are you?" I'd be like,
Be Game Pass Man and hockey fan playing up his boy Blunder.
"I'm Game Pass Man."
Oh man.
That'd be a wild interaction. Excuse me, I'm
It
looking for a
would.
man that goes by the alias hockey fan. Are you aware of this? No? Okay, I'm gonna go find it. Thank you. That's what's
All right,
going
we got
on.
another one coming in from Talos right here for
All
you.
right. Game Pass, man. Do like the bop to Kid Smooth's Game Pass song. Halo Gears and Forza. Halo Gears and Forza. Halo Gears and Forza. Halo Gears and Forza, baby. Hey. All right. Yeah, that was a vibe. That was a vibe. It's all gone now. It's all gone now.
Oh, we got Venom Dave coming in with one here.
It's Randy Orton. Yeah. All right. Does Game Pass Man squeal like a goddamn pig? You gotta get the C hook in though, because that's where the real.
Oh my
C hook
Lord.
in, brother. If you ain't C hooking,
He
You ain't having
screams
a
like
fun
that
time.
every time Xbox gets the financially quarter that they got the other day. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
you're like a
This
piggy
was
boy.
like a pig.
Squeak.
Man, when you fish hooked yourself, that reminded me of some gore grind band album covers, and I'm just I started having flashbacks to some of my crazier local days. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, with that song in the background from the memes, like ba did the ba the bet the bang the bang did
Oh,
We don't talk about
man.
that guy anymore. Come on.
No.
You
Oh
have any more
man.
questions?
Didn't Dr. Phil
Before
sing
I-
that song?
Dr. Phil, good friend of mine. Good friend of mine.
Looks like we got one more coming in from RWK.
All
here.
right.
We got more a comment though, not a.
All right. Y'all Microsoft stock is getting fucking smoked. Is that how you said it to me, brother? Well, anywho, I don't think it's getting
All
smoked.
right, all
It's
right.
going down.
It's
And
okay.
then it's
Game
gonna
Pass
go
is
right-
still the best deal in gaming at $88
It is
a
the best
year.
deal in gaming, baby.
A
That
month.
stock's gonna go.
A minute.
That stock's gonna rise like Phil's dick when I walk in the room, baby.
Oh my
Sky high, baby, like whoop, like that. So let me tell you something, brother. Don't you worry about the stock. It's just doing its natural thing. It's got to go down before it goes up, baby. It's like a roller coaster ride.
Can I ask you something? Game Pass,
What's
man.
up? What's up,
How
bro?
come everyone's saying that Xbox's games last year didn't sell well, but they scored well on Metacritic?
Yes,
It's like they didn't fucking sell. Who cares?
they didn't
They could have
sell.
scored the greatest, but nobody bought them.
Yes, it doesn't matter how good they score because if they are not appealing, then you're never going to make the money. I didn't know that when you get a score that actually gives you more money in your pocket. No, I tried to tell them. You need to make the appealing games to what people want. They're not listening to me. Well, I have opinions, but they don't listen to me. I'm like Anakin. I have a seat in the council almost, but I'm not allowed to fucking say
Like
anything.
Anakin Slutwalker.
Yeah, Anakin Slutwalker. That guy's hot as hell. I don't know about you, but I'd play with that guy. I'd tug that guy's hair any day.
Oh my Lord. Oh wow.
Sorry if you're an Obi-Wan guy, but eat that.
Oh wow. That happened. Well, before you get up out of here, it looks like we got a late entry into the chat. Mental 9R is in the house.
Oh my
So,
God.
just
Moose
in
Man
time
himself.
for you.
Well, shit. Here we go again. Just in time for Game Pass, man, Mr. Mental.
I
It's been a
guarantee he
minute.
did not say it like that.
I'm guaranteeing it's been a minute. I'm glad you decided to wake up and join us today. How you doing there, friend? Been taking a lot of syrup? A lot of pancakes over there? You and my buddy Noof. Yes, yes.
Well, it seems like it's going to be about that time, Game Pass, man. You got to spread the
looks
word
like
of
it
Game
is.
Pass all over the Golden Banana there.
Yep. That's right. I got the boys from the Microsoft office. They're inside the Golden Banana. So I got to go join them. Thank you so much, guys, for allowing me to jump on the podcast. I know I'm a busy guy. Today I'm partying with the boys, but I had to make time for you in the chat. I had to do it. And before I go, I have to say, hey, you see this? You see this car right here, Mental? You see this car right here? I'm about to fly to Canada, and this is what I'm going to do to your car. This is what I'm going to do to your car, kid. I'm going to do to your car. I'm stuck on this car. Hey, take that, Mental. Take that, Mental. Yeah.
That's when Mental takes
right.
his shotgun out of his cabinet and just shoots you dead.
I just smashed that guy's
On the hood of his
car.
car.
All right. That's what's going to happen, Mental. So when you wake up in the morning, don't be mad. Don't be mad at all, kid. All right. Anyway, I'm out of here, boys. I'll catch y'all later. I got to go join them.
Get ready to take some L's, he said. Holy shit.
The one I got here, and something Mental, by the way. How you feeling, buddy? Glad you made it in. Now this one, I don't know how I would feel about this, Perry. Think RWK, you got some fighting words.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm nothing like Dreamcast guy. That guy is 1,000,000% clickbait, and that guy's a loser. So there you go. And I love Dreamcast.
Maybe
The only
that's
difference
why.
is I would actually talk about Dreamcast. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, Mental. No worries, man. No
You're good, Mental, don't
apologies
worry.
needed. You made it in, and no worries. That's all that matters. You're here now. You can catch the end, and that's what the replays are for anyway, right? So, and then RWK clarifying. So, there we go.
That's okay. That's all right. Dreadpool knows where you live. He knows you got a brand new tractor.
Oh, wow.
These
Oh, man.
tractors keep breaking on it. John Deere's not going to give you any more loans. Just saying.
Uh-oh. Damn. Well, let's give it up again here for everybody here in the chat tuning in, feeling the love. You guys are all great as per usual. We got Wicked back in the room.
I'm back, baby. Woo. Yeah,
Are you able to put a poll up? Maybe you should put a poll up. This way people actually have to vote.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know how to do it from here, but maybe I'll do
man.
that on like a community tab or something, or even.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
that
because we
on the
didn't really get
community
them.
tab.
Yeah. Get
Guys,
that in, and
for
then
real-
we'll figure it out from there.
For real, guys, whoever's in the chat room,
Yeah, vote.
type in
We're going to use
N64
it.
Dreamcast, anything. What do you want us to cover next week? We want to cover some old retro stuff. So you are the barometer. So type in the chat right now.
Yep.
Yep, and I think I'll do a community tab on it as well. But yeah, make sure you guys are dropping in the chat that we're gonna Because again, this is going to be a regular part of the show where we're talking about the older consoles. Like I said, consoles, handhelds, nothing past PS3, 360 era. But that's what we're going to cover. Yeah, here we go. We got them coming in now. We got another one for N6. Oh, we got another 2 for N64. Got another 2 for Dreamcast. So I think right now that's 3 N64s, 2 Dreamcasts. We did have a Game Boy. Stevie Mac coming in with Tiger Electronics. That would be a hell of a show.
Jesus Christ!
I got those downstairs, the originals. I got the originals.
I have a reissued one of the Transformers Generation 2 Tiger Electronics.
I got a million of those at my job. I'm trying to get rid of them.
Oh, the reissues?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah, Amazon had them for like $3, and I bought like 20 of them. And
that makes sense.
So they're just sitting in the clearance bin.
Yo, did you guys hear the breaking news?
What?
Joe Hendry is the new WWE NXT champion.
Oh wow! What did he do?
Kidding.
That's
a good decision.
I think of Fred.
There's nowhere else for that man to go now.
Yeah, that's true, unfortunately. But they at least put that one on him. So
yep, that's awesome.
All right, hockey fan coming in with Dreamcast or Sega Saturn. Yeah, we'll just keep up with all of that. Sega Mental saying Sega Genesis. So yeah, definitely gonna. Yeah, I'll go back through the chat too because a lot of that stuff it stays there and we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll go from there. I'll put up a community tab. We'll do a vote on it. Probably even do a vote on Twitter, and then whatever you guys decided what we'll be talking about next week on the show. And all that being said, we have come to the point in the show where, of course, it is the end of the show. We must bid you all adieu for the evening, but you all have been lovely in the chat. And again, just remember, community tab will be up, and I'll share it around. Get the votes in on what you want to hear us talk about, and then that's what we are going to be talking about next week. So just make sure you get your voices heard, because that's what we want out of you guys anyway. Make sure that we're hearing you and you're getting everything you want out of the show, just like everything we want to give to you out of this show. So that's where it goes. So, but all that being said, let's bid these lovely, lovely people adieu for the evening. Wicked Hot.
Yes,
where can they find you when you are not here Tuesday nights on Gamin Ain't Easy?
Excellent. You can catch me on my Xbox, my PlayStation, or if you want my social security number on my Nintendo Switch, you can ask me for it. Other than that, you can catch me on my YouTube. I'll be streaming here and there, but maybe not this Sunday because of the Super Bowl. We got to figure it out. But every Sunday after that, we are streaming a good at least 3-hour session or 4-hour session of Baldur's Gate 3. I have never played one of those games ever in my life. Never thought I would. But let me tell you, it is an absolute blast. I'm rolling through it with 3 friends. So we're just kind of letting it flow, making crazy decisions. If you want to check it out, it's going to be a blast. Tune in, baby. I'll be promoting it throughout the weeks.
All right. Sounds good, man. Perry, what about you? You're the busiest man on the damn panel. Where can they find you at when you're not here Tuesday nights on Gamin Ain't Easy?
Every Wednesday night between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern on the Game Complainers YouTube channel for the Game Complainers podcast with myself, Anthony Frank, and Fred, and sometimes Stevie Mac filling in for Fred. So
hell yeah.
Check us out there.
Stevie!
And my wife will be going away on a cruise this week, so I will be able to play games pretty much whenever. So if anybody wants to play Fortnite or whatever else, any other game, Dead by Daylight, or what was that game called? Stevie Mac, whatever game you want to play, I'm available to play whenever.
Yep.
For the next 2 weeks.
Word.
So, and my wife will be meeting Dreadpool for a second time and Death Dealer so they could film Breaking Bread with Dread.
That's cool
Can't
as
wait.
hell.
In those
That's
neck
gonna be
of
a
the woods
dope-ass
down
episode.
there.
No,
Make sure to tune in.
very cool.
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, they'll be meeting
Yeah,
on
definitely.
this weekend. They'll be meeting and filming all that. So
Okay.
That's cool. And
That'd be
speaking
really
of,
cool.
before I get mine out there, speaking of other shows too, like Breaking Bread with Dread, that's awesome. Make sure you're checking all of that out, but also make sure you're tuning in Sunday mornings for Noof Nukem Show Crazy About Gaming. His first
Hell yeah.
episode was this past Sunday, and it was really good. And just make sure you're tuning in and showing Noof all the love you can.
He's gonna have a guest too this Sunday.
Yeah, he's got a guest
Pretty
coming
dope.
up this Sunday.
Yep.
And of course, I'm sure we'll all be sharing it around and just make sure you're tuning in. Not that he needs the help because Noof is the man, of course,
Yep.
but
Yep.
get it out there. Get it out there.
Right,
And
baby.
as for your old pal Proto Foxy here, you guys are here. You tuned in. You know where to find me. Lock it into the channel, all the fun little bits of nerdery that I got going on, gameplay, toy reviews, magic deck techs, and all of that stuff can all be found here.
He
But of
walked into the
course-
light.
What's that?
He just walked into the light.
The light. But of course, also make sure you're locking it in here Tuesday nights for another great episode of Gamin' Ain't Easy. We will see you all next week, guys.
That's right, baby.
Much love to y'all. Take it easy.
Peace.
Peace.
See you later.
Peace. See you later. Bye.